No, I'm not saying go live in a cave or, go off the grid, live in the forest, right? I'm just saying that there's been a loneliness epidemic that's being talked about. There's a dating epidemic that's being talked about. And a lot of times I feel like it's a little overblown because being alone is sometimes some of the best things you can do in your life, right? Like, truly, all the hard, deep work that you'll do in your life is going to be done alone, right? Because any work done in team settings is usually watered down, it's bureaucratic, it's a waste of time, and it's a little hard to focus and lock in when you're constantly asking Mike and Stacy what their opinion is on the next idea or the next project, right? And think about something like a YouTube channel. Like, when you first get started, you're going to be doing that on your own, right? Think about a workout routine, right? You might have a personal trainer, but at the end of the day, all the work's on you. You're the one that has to go in there and push the weight. Being alone is where you get the time to build the skill sets and, like discipline, willpower, focus, right? Determination. These aren't just buzzwords. These are things that actually build your character to make you a better, stronger person, You can even build leadership skills while on your own, right? I know that sounds crazy. You can even build your social skills, right? If you're learning how to talk. I'm just sitting here speaking into the front of a microphone, right? And if you go back and watch my older videos, you can see just how much more clearly I'm speaking, right? When I first started, I was stumbling and tripping over myself, and you can even use your alone time to build social skills, but it can go the other way too. Now, you can spend all your alone time, just doom scrolling on Instagram and, TikTok, just scrolling through Reels, scrolling through Shorts all day, and you get nothing done, and you're alone and isolated, right? And you don't want to be emotionally isolated from the whole world, right? It's uncomfortable. It's not beneficial to you, right? As humans, we're social creatures, right? I totally get that. And I'm not saying cut everybody off. I'm not saying, turn course tomorrow and erase all your friends. I'm literally saying just learn to take advantage of your alone time, right? It's time where you get to focus in on what you want to do, right? Because once you get to sitting alone and you get to have your thoughts and how you're thinking about things, you realize that sometimes you're not always pursuing exactly what you want to do. And those thoughts will eat you alive, right? Especially in those wee hours of the night when you're trying to sleep and it's a bit of a struggle, or even if you just wake up in the middle of the night and those thoughts just get to you, that you're just like, damn, all this time I have to myself and I could just be doing something with it, even if it's just like 15 minutes, right? Get a little bit of a workout in, or start making YouTube videos like I'm doing, right? Like, that's where all of my free time goes now. It's just working out and YouTube videos. And I wish I had started that sooner, right? I spent so much of my alone time back in the day just bullshitting. And I make these videos to try to get to people who have spent a lot of their time wasting time too and feel the same way I do. Like, I gotta get going now. I can't wait around no more. And there's moments you're alone with your thoughts will really just check you and make you realize, like, hey, am I working towards any goals? Am I achieving anything? Do I really even care what anybody else thinks, right? Because your thoughts are your thoughts, right? And no one else's thoughts ever enter your mind, right? It's not like you can predict what somebody else is thinking, right? You don't even know what somebody thought 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, an hour ago. You don't know until they tell you, and then you still don't know because they could be lying to you, right? So your thoughts are your thoughts, and you have them for a reason, right? Because anytime you think something, there's a reason, and it's that inner voice telling you it's time to make something happen, man. We got to stop getting into that voice that just tells us to do stuff, and then we don't do anything. Sometimes you gotta just quiet that thought and either use it to motivate you or just kill it entirely, right? You gotta start changing the way you think, the way you move, the way you interact with the world, because life goes fast, guys. It's already 2026. Like, I remember when I thought this year would never come, and now here I am staring it straight in the face, right? I remember being a teenager thinking like 30 was like never gonna happen. I'll never be 30 years old. Now I'm 31, and like, where did the time go, right? It's amazing how quick it'll go. And all the alone time I had back then, I could have been spending like the alone time I have now, where I'm locked in, I'm getting work done, I'm achieving goals, I'm hitting milestones, and you can do that too, right? So like, for me, my milestone for this year was 100 videos on this channel. starting from the first upload I did back in February. You know, since my channel, you know, I kind of left it alone. But right now, I have a lot scheduled, and I'm on video like 30 something. At the time you see this video, it should be about 30 something videos. I only currently have about 12 of them posted. But yeah, I got a good little backlog of videos going. I'm just kind of uploading every Monday, every Friday. And I got there just from thinking alone, right? And not letting anybody else tell me what to do, not being distracted by the social media feed. Just noticing little improvements in myself, right? Because if you know, the only way you'll notice improvements in yourself is if you're alone and focused on yourself. So learn to be lonely in 2026, because it's overpowered, and it's one thing that society tells you is bad, but it's where all the real work is done. Really. This has been Placating. Hope you guys all out there are alone. Nah, I'm just kidding. Hope you guys are doing well, and all of you guys go out there and have a good day.